Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene has made a career out of pushing the envelope. But yesterday, she might have gone too far, even for some of her most conservative colleagues. Greene got so heated during a hearing with Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas that her remarks were actually stricken from the record by the Republican committee chair. And she was cut off by that chair from speaking for the rest of the proceeding. Republicans surely wanted to put the spotlight on a White House official for his handling of the southern border. But instead, they were left to answer for Marjorie Taylor Greene, who stole the headlines by taking several personal shots, starting with this comment towards California Democrat Eric Swalwell, who called out Greene for her support of the defund the FBI movement.
I'm also concerned about people on this committee and their own anti-police rhetoric. This is a defund the FBI campaign effort.
That was quite entertaining from someone that had a sexual relationship with a Chinese spy, and everyone knows it. But
I move to take her words down. Completely inappropriate.
Greene, of course, is making a reference to Swalwell's tie to a Chinese national and alleged spy Christine Fang. That a romantic relationship has never been confirmed by anyone in the right or left-wing media. Democrats on the committee objected to the remark. Greene was asked whether she wanted to recant. She declined. She was allowed to continue with her questioning of Secretary Mayorkas, and at one point accused him of not doing enough to combat fentanyl deaths, and that was when the hearing went completely off the rails.
China is poisoning America's children, poisoning our teenagers, poisoning our young people. How long are you going to let this go on?
Congresswoman, let me assure you that we're not letting it go on. We are fighting this.
No, I reclaim my time. You're a liar. You are letting this go on, and the numbers prove it. You can't lie about the facts, Secretary Mayorkas. While you live in denial and sit over there with this attitude that you're doing everything right, you are killing Americans with your policies.
And that was where Greene apparently crossed the GOP line. Committee Chair Mark Greene, a Republican congressman from Tennessee, scolded his fellow conservative.
So in making a ruling on this, it's pretty clear that the rules state you can't impugn someone's character. Identifying or calling someone a liar is unacceptable in this committee. And I make the ruling that we strike those words. But when we strike, it does terminate the time of the individual who is speaking. So the gentlelady is no longer recognized.
It seems that she can say that Swalwell had an affair with a Chinese spy. Just can't call anyone a liar. Now, let's be clear. Mark Greene, the Homeland Security Committee chair, is a member of the right-wing Freedom Caucus. He's voted against the Biden administration 93% of the time, giving him a more conservative record than more than 90% of his colleagues. And what's more is Mark Greene is no fan of Alejandro Mayorkas. In fact, the chair recently bragged to a group of Republican donors about how he planned to pursue Mayorkas' impeachment, starting with yesterday's hearing. Quote, on April 19th next week, get the popcorn. Mayorkas comes before our committee. It's going to be fun. That'll really be just the beginning for him. But instead of yesterday's hearing being all about Mayorkas, it turned into the Marjorie Taylor Greene show. And clearly the committee chair was not happy about it. According to CNN, the chairman was, quote, furious with Greene's antics and will push to have her bounced from the committee for good if she ever has an outburst like that again. One Republican criticized her on the record, Dan Bishop of North Carolina, telling CNN, quote, the rules about parliamentary conduct are such so that we can maintain this body and continue to have a dialogue that is difficult to have, but you do it without hurling insults. Well said. Thank you for watching. Go to NewsNationNow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.